Hi students, how are you? Welcome to 10th standard physics class. Today we start a new unit 2, optics in physics. Optics means it is one of the branch in the physics which is study about the light. In lower classes I study many properties of the light. So light has many properties. It has a reflection, refraction. So not only reflection, refraction, scattering. So these properties we are going to study in this chapter, optics. Before that, we must know what is light. Can you able to see any object in dark room? No, we cannot see any object in the dark room. Why? The reason is there is no light, we are saying. If you switch on the light, we can easily see all the objects. How? Any light if you put on in this room, that light coming from the bulb, what we called as a source, where the light is rising, that point what we called as a source. This light, it reaches our eyes. If it reaches our eyes directly, can we see the object here? That is also not possible. Then how we can see the object in the room, in the dark room? That means the light is incident on the object first. After that, it will be reflected and reaches our eyes. So this property, we call it as reflection. That means any light, the light will be scattered in all direction in this room. But which light is incident on the surface of the object, that is only on its surface and changes its direction, when it reaches your eyes, we can able to see the object. So from this nature of light, we can now list out the properties of the light. That means light has energy. The first property, light has energy. What is energy? How the light gets the energy? Light has many minute particles. This particles is not at rest. It is always move in all direction. It's moving in all direction. That means it has some energy. So light has energy. It's a form of energy. And next, it travels in the straight line. So whatever direction the light travels, in all this direction, the path of the light is straight. So light travels in the straight line. That path of light, we call it as a ray. That's why I represent here as an arrow mark. This arrow mark is very important when you draw the light ray. The arrow mark which represents its direction. So single light ray, we call it as a ray. Many rays combinedly we can say as a beam, light beam. These are all the basic you can understand what is ray and what is beam. And third property of light, speed. The speed of the light is always constant. In 1 second, it travel 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. In 1 second, it travel this much distance, 300 lakhs meter distance it travels. That will be constant for any light if you consider. And fourth one, the speed of the light can be represented by the formula, that is letter C. C, which means speed of the light, and mu lambda. That is what is called as a mu, the pronunciation for this letter, and this is lambda. Mu, which represents the frequency of the light, and lambda is the wavelength. So wavelength of the light, that this frequency and wavelength is vary for different colors. Different colors it will vary, but the constant velocity of light, speed of the light is a constant. Velocity of the light is always constant. That means when the frequency is high means wavelength is low, but the multiplication, that is speed, will become constant for all the colors. And the next property is when the light travels from one medium to another medium. For example, this is a water, this is air. When a light travels from air and enters to the water, it does not travel in straight line. It bends its path. So that interface, wherever it travels, that for example, this is a water, it bends its direction. That meeting point of the ray of light from air to water, that point, when you draw a straight line, that we called as a normal. And next point, when you go for this, wherever the light travel from air to water, the bending of the ray of light is towards the normal. At the same time, when a light travels from water to the air, then it's bent away from the normal. It's away, bends away from the normal. That air, water, for everything we call it as a medium. So wherever the water travels from air medium to water medium, air medium we call it as a rarer medium, and water medium we call it as a denser medium. Not only water, glass or any other objects, that is called as a denser medium. When a light travels from the rarer to denser medium, it bends towards the normal. Wherever the light travels from water, that is denser medium, to the rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. But very important point, light can travel without medium also. It's not necessary any medium. Even in the vacuum means no air. Even in the vacuum also, the light can travel. And I already told you the two properties of the light. But in your lesson, you have to concentrate only the property of refraction. the laws of refraction. So I already explained the basic things of the light. From that we go for the refraction. The first law, the two laws are given. The first law, what it tells, the light, for example, this is the rarer medium and this is the denser medium. When a light coming from the rarer medium, that ray, what is called as a incident ray. After it reflects it on this interface, this normal, where it touches this interface, we have to draw a normal as a straight. So after it touch the interface, if it's travel from rarer to denser, it bends towards the normal. This ray is get deviated its path when enter through the denser. That path we call it as a refracted ray. So the first law tells incident ray, refracted ray and normal, everything meets at a point, one point. That is the one of the property of the refraction. So if it happens, then only we can say light has refracted. And second point tells, that is the second law. We call it as a Snell's law. This law we call it as a Snell's law. According to this law, what it says, sin I by sin R equal to mu2 by mu1. Now you have arises, what is this mu and what is this IR? I is the angle of incidence, that is angle between the normal and the incident ray is called as I. Angle between the refracted ray and the normal, we call it as a R. Sine of this incident angle and sine of the refracted angle is to be constant for all the ray. That is equal to refractive index of this two medium, ratio of this refractive index. So the ratio of the sine of the angle of incidence and sine of the angle of refraction is always constant. That constant is equal to its ratio of refractive index. So what is this refractive index? Refractive index, that is denoted by the letter is mu. That tells how fast or slow the light travels in the medium. The light travels very fast in rarer medium and slow in the denser medium. So refractive index will become different for this two medium. If it is fast means mu is low. If it is slow means speed is slow means mu is high. So that tells the refractive index of this two medium. And next class we will see you about the dispersion, another property of the light, what is called as the dispersion. Thank you.